Every farm is unique.
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Dakota Antler is the biggest antler buyer in our region. Tony and Derek pay cash all year long for antlers and horns. Deer, elk, moose, and sheep can be cash in your pocket. They'll come to you, too. Find them on Dakota Antlers LLC or online at dakotaantlers.com. You can also give them a call to set up an appointment. Call Derek at 605-360-3749 or Tony at 605-730-0108. Dakota Antler, a proud supporter of all local athletics and activities.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierce, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
Farmers know crop insurance is essential for managing risk. It's also valuable for maximizing revenue. The crop insurance officers at Farm Credit Services of America have proprietary tools and expertise to deliver the personalized crop and revenue protection you need for the peace of mind you want. Nobody delivers crop insurance like this. Discover the difference by calling 800-884-FARM. Agriculture works here.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
No need to be afraid of all those upcoming holiday expenses. Owyhee Federal Credit Union's holiday loan special is back. Borrow up to $1,500 for 12 months at 7% APR. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre. Owyhee Federal Credit Union, where we treat you like you own the place, because you do.
People helping people. Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, Our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
Your winning destination, the Golden Buffalo Casino in Lower Brule, gives you more chances to win. Hot seat drawings, pick a prize drawings, chances to win great prizes, the hottest slots around. It's all just waiting for you at the Golden Buffalo Casino. Find out more by logging on to thegoldenbuffalocasino.com and by following them on Facebook. Just minutes north of Reliance, exit 248. We'd like to thank you for tuning into this broadcast and supporting our area youth. The Golden Buffalo Casino, proud to support Live Ticket.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. American Bank and Trust.
One way American Bank and Trust enjoys giving back to the Fort Pierre community is through our Spirit Card program. These cards are a great way to give back to our schools and show hometown pride. Call or stop in today to get your own Spirit Card. Go Buffaloes!
Have all of your painting supplies at the paint store in Pierre. They mix paint and they color match paint. They carry interior and exterior stains. Great selection of paint. Find it at 1006 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. The Paint Store, 605-224-8312, 224-8312. The Paint Store is a proud supporter of the Stanley County Buffaloes and the Pierre Governors in sports and activities. The Paint Store, same great paint, same great services.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Do you want to join one of the oldest established organizations in Fort Pierre? Perhaps you are more interested in protecting the future. Whatever your position, the Fort Pierre Volunteer Fire Department is for you. We are responsible for fire protection in Fort Pierre and Stanley County. Become part of this amazing team by stopping down at the fire hall and discussing enrollment. We are not just limited to adults, as we have a new cadet program for students ages 14 to 18. For more information, click on our banner ad on the homepage. From everyone at the fire hall, go Buffs!
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Starting a John Deere dealership during the Depression took guts and vision, but C.J. Grossenberg was determined to help the community. He supplied more than equipment. He supplied a better way of life for his neighbors. Today, the family business is still going strong, because round here, Grossenberg proves our values to our community every day. Grossenberg Implement is celebrating 85 years and is fourth-generation family-owned and operated.
Service Master of Pierre is your go-to service experts for a wide variety of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup. Service Master of Pierre is a proud sponsor of TF Riggs Governors and Lady Govs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities.
Acres ahead. Starting lineup in 30 seconds after this. From Montana, Dakota Utilities, here on KGFX.
Hey, new guy. Shovel, right?
Yeah, right. And I'm not exactly new. I've seen some action.
Yeah, what's your story?
Hey, my last gig, I nearly got electrocuted, almost drowned. That guy never called 811 to see if it was safe to dig.
Our guy calls every time he digs.
It's quick and easy. Any tool can do it. Calling 811 gets your underground utility lines marked for free.
Hey, safe digging is no accident. Always call 811 before you dig.
This message brought to you by Montana Dakota Utilities, in the community to serve.
Both Corey Gabriel and Cadence Hand again out of the Stanley County starting lineup. So here's how it should look. Maddie Duffy starts at the point, the 5'7" junior. Morgan Hoffman, and she's not afraid to shoot, as you know, the 5'5" sophomore. Also expect 5'9" sophomore Kason McGee to start, along with the senior guard, 5'6" Alejandro Juarez. And, as we mentioned with Coach Braceland, 5'8" junior Rachel Runge in the post will get a chance to start tonight. Should see plenty of play from Brecken Heepner, too, just to have some size in there that Hand ordinarily would bring. Heepner is 5'11". Keely Braceland, in her second season as head coach of the Buffs, and her assistant is Sarah Campa. Those are the MDU starting lineups, Montana Dakota Utilities, in the community to serve. Now, time to tell you about the law on the court. And that's brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. We'll introduce this evening's officials when we return to Parkview Auditorium in 30 seconds here on KGFX.
With all the snow and cold temperatures, it's that time of year when people want to plan a trip somewhere warm and sunny. Do your research and purchase from known companies. Your version of luxury accommodations and close to the beach can be completely different than their version. Know exactly what you're to get from your purchase and who to reach out to if issues arise. And make sure that you get everything in writing. If you should have issues with your travel package, call Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986 or visit their website, consumer.sd.gov, for more information.
The officials for this evening's game are Randy Clute, Trey Krieger, and Doug Sherman. The law on the court is brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. Well, lately it's been all Crow Creek in this series. Since 2006-07, it's a 9-3 advantage for Crow Creek, but the Chieftains have won the last 9 in this series, including a 61-34 victory in Stefan last year. These teams did not play the year before that, the year of the COVID-19 pandemic. Previous meeting was in January of 2020, also in Stefan, a 65-19 Crow Creek win. The last time a Stanley County girls team beat a Crow Creek girls team almost 14 years ago, February 19, 2009, here at Parkview Auditorium. That was a 75-36 Stanley County win. But as we say, both of these teams are trying to stop 4-game losing streaks. Crow Creek now at 5-6. Time to start thinking about those Region 6A standings with just over 3 weeks to go in the regular season. Crow Creek is now at number 4, and Stanley County stands at 6th. 37.857 is the Buffs total. Miller's on top. Then it's Mobridge-Pollock. Then it's Dupree. Then it's Crow Creek. North Central, who's playing Potter County right now up in Bowdle, is in 5th. Then Stanley County, McLaughlin, and Cheyenne Eagle Butte. And that's how it stands in girls play in 6A. Yeah, the regular season ends. It won't be long. The 17th of February. Where has this season gone already? That's our Potsdam Agency State Farm pregame show. Boys action still ahead, but it's ladies first. Crow Creek and Stanley County and girls action coming up. We'll get it started in 3 minutes here on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
with AgTegra Cooperative. Now is the time to secure product, lock in early season prices, and receive delayed payment terms on your agronomy inputs. Fertilizer, seed, and crop protection purchases from Acres Ahead also qualify for triple play grain premiums, diesel discounts, and feed discounts. Contact your local AgTegra agronomist to learn more on how Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Calling all high school seniors. Not sure what your next step is? Consider Dakota Wesleyan University's Learn and Earn program located in Pierre. Current students in the Learn and Earn program are thriving. That's because the Learn and Earn program is different. Take classes on a flexible schedule at the Capital City campus and intern with a Pierre area business for a paid work experience. Scholarships are available. Visit dwu.edu/Learn and Earn today.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
Allied Plumbing and Heating is your contact for business, farm, commercial, and residential plumbing needs located in Pierre. No job is too big or small for Allied. Put our over 50 years of experience to work for you. At Allied Plumbing and Heating, the only surprise we want for our customers is how fast they get the job done. That's why we offer free estimates on every single service, no hidden charges. Give them a call today at Allied Plumbing and Heating. Remember, you can rely on your allies.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
And convenient.
And the Lynn's Dakota Art and Fort Pierre opening tip just ahead of us here at Parkview Auditorium with the lineups still to be introduced. Stanley County is in their home white uniforms, purple numerals and letters in gold trim. Crow Creek is in mostly red uniforms. There is black and white piping. Numerals are black and letters in white trim. Crow Creek, after this one, once again on Tuesday, they go to Lower Brule. They'll have action with the Sioux doubleheader, in fact. Next for the Buffaloes is Saturday action in Eagle Butte. They'll meet Cheyenne Eagle Butte. And then they're back home here at Parkview on Tuesday for another varsity doubleheader. That one will be with the Todd County Falcons, and we'll have that for you here on 1060 103.1 KGFX at around 5:45 on Tuesday. Well, we thought it'd be around 5:45 today, and it didn't happen. But sometimes that happens. And then next Thursday night, boys action at Stanley County Bowls Chamberlain. First meeting since their second round Region 6A game last year. Of course, that was the game that sent Stanley County to the Sodex 16 for the first time. The first meeting since then will be next Thursday. And that will be around 7:25 next Thursday evening here on KGFX. Once again, the expected lineup that
we were given by Crow Creek. It's turning out to be just a little bit different. Wells does start. St. John does start. Squirrel Coat does start, but also starting are Dita Droppo, a 5'6" junior, and Samantha Seaboy, a 5'7" senior. So the starting five for Crow Creek are these: Carmen Wells, Jamisa St. John, Mackenzie Squirrel Coat, Dita Droppo, and Samantha Seaboy. Stanley County's starting five are Maddie Duffy, Morgan Hoffman, with Kason McGee and Ali Juarez and Rachel Runge, with again Corey Gabriel and Cadence Hand out of the lineup. So we are just about ready for that Lynn's Dakota Line Fort Pierre opening tip. Remember, watch this game. Brought to you by Bauman Lumber at the KGFX page at drgnews.com and the DRG News app. As you watch, Stanley County in white will shoot the basket to your right in the first half. Crow Creek in red. Casey McGee to jump center against Dita Droppo. Ball in the air, and the tip is won by Crow Creek, and we hope you enjoy the action as an evening of basketball begins in Fort Pierre with boys action following this. Carmen Wells brings it on the left side to Mackenzie Squirrel Coat into the lane. This is Casey Adams also starting. So here is a three on the right side that falls short. And Ala Juarez has the first rebound of the game. Now, Stanley County, they played without two of the regulars the other night. Tough man-to-man fence here by Crow Creek. So where will the scoring come from? They hope from Morgan Hoffman, the player who has it now. Bounce on right wing to Ali Juarez. Baseline drive, threw it over the rim. Rebound battle for, knocked out of bounds by Stanley County. So it'll be Crow Creek basketball, and each team is unsuccessful on their first possession. Walked up the floor by Carmen Wells. 50 seconds gone in the game. Squirrel Coat. Bounce it back to Wells outside the arc. Midway. Right wing, this is Casey Adams. I'm in front again to Wells. Down to 13 on the shot clock for Crow Creek. They're taking their time on this possession. Samantha Seaboy on the right wing to Squirrel Coat, down to 3 on the timer as she drives into the lane, threw it off the glass. And Juarez has a second rebound for Stanley County. So a lot of time and still not that good a look for Crow Creek. Knocked out of the hands of Maddie Duffy and out of bounds by Carmen Wells of Crow Creek. It'll stay with SC. A minute 24 gone in girls action. The first points of this game have not yet been scored. Duffy in the left wing to Morgan Hoffman. Guarded by Mackenzie Squirrel Coat. Hoffman with a baseline drive. Reverses and scores. Nice move by Morgan. And the sophomore has the game's first 2 points. 2-0 Stanley County at 6:23 in the first quarter. Wells straight away. Left wing to Samantha Seaboy. Bounce in the lane, trying to move inside is Adams. She doesn't scores to tie it at 2. Good drop step by Casey Adams. And with a drive in the lane by Maddie Duffy, a good aggressive move, draws a foul. Duffy will have a couple of free throws. And the first Crow Creek foul of this game is on Dita Droppo. So Maddie Duffy running the point with Corey Gabriel out of the lineup. Hits the first free throw, and Stanley County has the lead again at 3-2. Exactly 2 minutes gone. Whoever wins tonight will break a 4-game losing streak. They're both good for Duffy. 4-2 Stanley County. Playing man defense as Wells brings it up. Outside the arc is Squirrel Coat. Open. Tries a 3. Left it short. Deflected rebound. Maddie Duffy has it. And Crow Creek's missed their first 3 times down the floor. Right wing to Hoffman in the corner. Morgan. For Rachel Runge. Now a drive down the left lane line. Duffy had it stripped away, but a foul, too, is called on Mackenzie Squirrel Coat of Crow Creek. That's her first and the Chieftains' second team foul. New shot clock is Stanley County. Duffy not ruled to be in the act of shooting, so they'll inbound and bring it on the left wing to Morgan Hoffman. Caught up by Wells as she tried to drive the baseline. Duffy's in the left corner. Maddie Hands it to Ali Juarez. Ball fake. Baseline drive. Past two defenders, but then she left it short. But it's picked up on a long rebound and banked in by Kason McGee from 16 feet. Long rebound, and it still worked out for SC, who now leads 6-2. And their last win was when we last saw them, January 9th, in that overtime win in Phillip. Entry pass knocked out of bounds by Stanley County. That was a 33-31 overtime win that night that gave this program its longest winning streak in 14 years. Ball overhead, Adams didn't inbound it in time. The first turnover of the game is a 5-second violation on the junior, Casey Adams. So Stanley County with it and with a 6-2 lead. 5 minutes left in the first quarter here at Parkview. Hoffman on right wing. Morgan against Wells. Switches to the left wing, spins, keeps the right-handed dribble going. Out front again to Maddie Duffy. Long three, bottom! Maddie Duffy from about 24 feet drained it. Stanley County was 7 in a row and a 9-2 lead. And head coach Austin Kirky of Crow Creek wants a 30-second Integra timeout. What a start for SC. 4:38 left first quarter. Stanley County 9. Crow Creek 2. Back in 30 seconds. 1060 103.1 KGFX. Evans, great points at Evans Stanley County, a 9-2 lead over Crow Creek. 4:35 in the first quarter. Mackenzie Squirrel Coat for the Chieftains, who need a hoop. 3.5 minutes into the first, they have only one. Bouncing on the left side for Samantha Seaboy. Up top for Carmen Wells. Right lane line pass for an open baseline shot that's banked in by Casey Adams, who has all 4 Crow Creek points. That breaks the 7-point run. 9-4 Stanley County at 4:13 in the first. Maddie Duffy fires a 3, hits it again straight away. An 8-point start in the first 4 minutes for Maddie Duffy. And Stanley County's longest lead is now at 8 at 12-4 midway through the first quarter. Mackenzie Squirrel Coat. Left wing for Samantha Seaboy for Crow Creek. Duffy hounds her. Carmen Wells down the late line with a drive. Ooh, nearly went in, but Carmen's going to head to the line. She was fouled. Stanley County's first foul of this evening is on Morgan Hoffman. Good move by Carmen Wells and nearly had a chance for a 3-point play. She will have 2 at the line, and the first is short. Stanley County, 4 of their first 6 from the floor to start this game. Crow Creek 2 of 5, 1 more for Wells. That's also short, but the rebound is run down by Ida Drapo, and Crow Creek still has it even after the free throw misses. Pass inside is stolen, taken away by Kason McGee. Second Crow Creek turnover. Duffy walks it into the front court. Right wing Morgan Hoffman. Buffaloes have taken good care of the basketball so far. Right of the lane. Here's a drive by McGee. Oh, she's cut off well and bounced it back to Hoffman. And almost did trip over the basketball and lost it. Picked up by Mackenzie Squirrel Coat. Down floor for a layup by Carmen Wells. And Crow Creek has cut into the Stanley County lead, which is now 12-6 at 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Ali Juarez into the lane. It's Kason McGee. Double team right through that. Banks it in. McGee has 2 buckets. Good move in the post by the sophomore. 8-point lead again for Stanley County at 14-6. 2:44 first quarter. Squirrel Coat on the right wing for Carmen Wells for Crow Creek. Left for Adita Drapo. Her 3 is off the back iron, and Maddie Duffy has the rebound for Stanley County. Crow Creek's missed all 3 3-pointers they've tried. All knocked out of bounds by Crow Creek. 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Kira Briggs, the 5'2 sophomore. Brecken Hebner, the 5'11 freshman, both coming to the Stanley County lineup as Ali Juarez and Rachel Runge come to the bench. Very young lineup Stanley County. But they're up 8. Duffy on the left wing for Morgan Hoffman. Baseline, blocked out of her hand and out of bounds. And then it went off Hoffman. So give it to Crow Creek. Seaboy got a hand on that and then deflected it off of Morgan Hoffman and out of bounds. So it's Crow Creek's basketball with 2:20 left in the first quarter. Stanley County up 14-6. Squirrel Coat in the right wing for Wells. Lob it for Droppo in the middle of a double team. Ball loose on the floor. Morgan Hoffman picked it up off the steal. Third turnover on Crow Creek. Hoffman to the left wing in the front court for Duffy. Back out front for Kira Briggs. Knocked away from behind, but fouled also by Squirrel Coat, and that's her second. She has 2 of the 3 Crow Creek fouls with 1:58 left in the first quarter. And here comes Justine Dog Eagle, the 5'7" freshman, to replace her. 1:58 first quarter. Stanley County starting well, leading 14-6 over Crow Creek. Duffy, Wells nearly made a steal. Duffy drove inside anyway down the left lane line, missing, but Hoffman grabs the offensive board, then lost it out of bounds. That's the second turnover in this first quarter on Stanley County. You're still 5 for 9 shooting. Crow Creek 3 for 7. But both teams running this shot clock down quite a bit. We're already down to 1:40 in the first quarter. 14-6 Stanley County. Carmen Wells. Lob it. On the right side, it's Tita Droppo. Outside the arc. Bring it up top on a very high post to Samantha Seaboy. To Droppo again, down to 13 on the Crow Creek shot clock. Dog Eagle out front, down to 7 to shoot. To Wells, only 4 on the timer now. Stops on the arc, fires with 1 on the shot clock, and it went off the rim and then off the support wire. Support structure, that is. So that makes it out of bounds, and Stanley County's ball down to 1:09 left in the first quarter. Some pressure, but McGee found Duffy. Now turn around at the foul line. Hebner shot a little too strong. Dog Eagle with a rebound for Crow Creek. At 52 seconds in the first quarter. Dog Eagle is out front for the Chieftains. 44 seconds as it's handled by Seaboy. Now the right wing, Dog Eagle outside the arc. Handed back out to Wells. They're running that shot clock down again. It's down to 14. Wells starts her drive into the lane. Floats, misses. Offensive board, turn around. This one's good. By Casey Adams. She has 6. 20 seconds. Stanley County brings it down floor. Still up 6 at 14-8. And as Kira Briggs made a pass, she was hacked by Carmen Wells of Crow Creek. That's her first, and that's the 4th Crow Creek team foul. 16.5 shot clock off. Stanley County will take the lead into the second quarter. It is Hebner, right wing Hoffman. Morgan wants a 3, shot it over the rim, but then grabbing it is Briggs, and then shoving her is Droppo after she had grabbed the rebound. Seven and a half seconds left in the first quarter. They caught Droppo shoving her, and they gave her the personal foul, then they gave her a technical foul. So now she has 3 fouls, and that's 16 fouls. And Maddie Duffy is going to have 2 free throws with no one on the line. A little loss of composure for Droppo, and Duffy hits the first. She's now 3 for 3 at the line, and Stanley County's up 7 at 15-8. Duffy with 1 more. This one's good, and Stanley County's going to have the ball, too. 16-8 Stanley County with 7.5 left in the first quarter. Droppo out of the lineup now. It is into Hoffman, 6 seconds. Morgan with 5. To Duffy with 3 on the left wing. 2, 1. Wild 3. Went in! Maddie Duffy swung it from her shoulder and hit her 3rd 3 of the first quarter at the buzzer. A 13-point first quarter for Maddie Duffy. Wow. At the end of 1 on the Wagner Auto scoreboard. Stanley County 19. Crow Creek 8. Wagner Auto, the one place to go. Back with the second quarter in 1 minute from Parkview on KGFX.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota is serving the central South Dakota community and beyond with a great selection of used vehicles. Local trades and program vehicles are available. New Toyotas and new Fords are arriving and selling before they even hit the lot. So don't wait. Stop in and find out what's coming. If you've been thinking about ordering a new Ford, stop in and sit down with one of our sales specialists today. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com.
Grossenberg Implement is passing the savings on to you. This week only, save 8% on bulk fluid storage products. Call the parts department for options to fit your operation. Grossenbergs have on-farm delivery for oil and any other bulk fluid you need. Make sure you don't run out of bulk fluid storage products. Contact one of Grossenberg's 9 locations in South Dakota, Nebraska, and Wyoming. This offer good only at Grossenberg Implement, your servicing dealer since 1937.
Stanley County with the arrow. So the ball is theirs to start the second quarter, and they're up 11 over Crow Creek 19-8. Bounce to Ali Juarez. Ball fake pass intercepted. Good play, Carmen Wells to take it in for Crow Creek. Drives to the left baseline, but left it short. Offensive rebound kept alive, however, by Adams. Out front of three. Good. Justine Dog Eagle with the first made three of the game for Crow Creek, cutting the Stanley County lead to 19-11. Against pressure, it's Hoffman able to handle it in left wing to Duffy. What a first quarter Maddie had. To McGee, pass didn't make it to her, and it's intercepted by Crow Creek. Stanley County with a couple of early turnovers in this second quarter. Carmen Wells on right wing. Here's a three that's left short by Dog Eagle. And Casey McGee rebounds for Stanley County. An 11-point lead for SC at the end of one. Now driving to the rim is McGee. Past three defenders, and Casey McGee scores and has 6. Stanley County leads 21-11. 6:48 left in the first half. It's Carmen Wells, Justine Dog Eagle, Mackenzie Squirrel Coat, Casey Adams, and Samantha Seaboy on the floor for Crow Creek. It is Seaboy out front. Left wing for Mackenzie Squirrel Coat. Right wing, it's Carmen Wells, guarded by Hoffman. Lob into the lane. Now on the baseline. Here is a drive off the rim by Adams. Good rebound, good position. Rachel Runge has her first stat of the game. It's a rebound. So Hoffman down floor, out front to Duffy. Open for another three. Yes! Maddie Duffy has already hit 4 threes. And Stanley County leads 24-11, and Duffy has 16 of the 24 Buffalo points. And another Integra timeout by Crow Creek head coach Austin Kirky. 6:02 in the first half. It's now Stanley County 24, Crow Creek 11. Back in 30 seconds here on KGFX.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
DIC.
What a start for Stanley County and for Maddie Duffy. She's already hit 4 threes, and she's 4 out of 4 at the line. Oh, she's 4 for 4 and 3-pointers, too. 24-11 Stanley County. Crow Creek's ball 2 minutes into the second quarter. Mackenzie Squirrel Coat for a Chieftain team that needs a big run. Lob in the right corner for Squirrel Coat. Back out front to Wells. Long NBA range three. WNBA, I guess I should say. Missing. Runge the rebound. And then Rachel had it stolen away. Crow Creek with the basketball right back. Taking their time still, even with this big deficit. And in fact, it's just brought out near the center circle by Justine Dog Eagle. To Squirrel Coat, guarded by Juarez. 16 on the shot clock. Pass thrown away. Crow Creek's 4th turnover. Way behind everybody and out of bounds at the midcourt line, and that's where Morgan Hoffman will inbound for SC. High school basketball on KGFX is brought to you by Yesway, Avera St. Mary's Hospital, First Dakota National Bank, and Sioux Nation in Fort Pierre. Maddie Duffy with a lob into the lane, but it is too far for Rachel Runge. Picked up by Samantha Seaboy for Crow Creek, but on the drive to the bucket, an offensive foul is called on Crow Creek. It was on the player who hit the floor, and that was Squirrel Coat, but it's her third foul. So she and Droppo both have 3. Here's a lob to Juarez in the center circle to break the pressure. Hoffman with a pass too far and off the hand of Runge and out of bounds. And Stanley County has turnover number 7 and 5 of them already in this second quarter. Casey Adams back in to replace Mackenzie Squirrel Coat for Crow Creek. 4:56 in the half. 24-11 Stanley County. They're 8 of 13. The Buffs are from the floor, and they and Maddie Duffy are 4 for 4 on threes, nearly losing the dribble. Good job to keep it alive. Squirrel Coat drives, counted with a foul right down the right lane line. Squirrel Coat was out there with 3 fouls, nearly dropped it, but was able to keep it going and score and draw the first foul on Allie Warrens and just the second team foul on Stanley County. As Kira Briggs and Brecken Hebner are back in the lineup for SC. Squirrel Coat will try to complete the 3-point play, but she left it short. And Casey McGee has the rebound for the Buffs. Into the front court, left wing. Cameron Norman, 4 and white, if you're watching, is also into the Stanley County lineup. Here's a drive to the left lane line by Duffy, and reaching in and fouling her and pleading her case to no avail is Carmen Wells of Crow Creek, and that is her second. That's 18 fouls. And as we say, 2 players already with 3. And Duffy to the line where she's already 4-4, but misses this one. So Squirrel Coat, I wonder when Austin Kirky would bring her out. He does, but he puts Dita Droppo back in. And of course, she has 3 fouls. But there aren't many on that Crow Creek bench. 1 more for Duffy. That's good. 17 already for Maddie Duffy. 25-13 Stanley County leads Crow Creek. 4:25 in the first half. Wells across the timeline. Carmen, whistle away from the ball. Moving screen is called on Crow Creek. Turnover. Was a Droppo. Technical foul now is called on Austin Kirky, the head coach of Crow Creek. And it was Casey Adams called for the moving screen. Free throws here for Stanley County as frustration getting to Crow Creek already. Austin Kirky just got teed up, and now he's going to call his team to his bench. And who do you think is going to take the free throws for Stanley County? If you guessed Maddie Duffy, you're right. With 17 of the Buffs' 25 points. She'll have 2 at the line here with nobody around her. Her second time to shoot 2 technicals as Droppo had 1 earlier. Now, frustrated Crow Creek team seems to be growing so more by the minute. Duffy hit the first, her 18th point. 26-13. Stanley County's doubled up Crow Creek. This is for their longest lead. It's good. 19 for Maddie Duffy. 27-13 Stanley County. It's Buffalo basketball. Would have been anyway. Well, they gave Austin Kirky 2 tees because Duffy's shooting 2 more. She hit this one too, and Maddie Duffy now has 20. 28-13 SC. Duffy with 1 more. Good. It's like the youth free throw shooting contest. 29-13 Stanley County. Duffy is 9 of 10 at the line. And it is a great start for Stanley County and a 31 for Crow Creek. And it's Buffalo ball. Turnaround foul line. A little long here by Hebner, but an offensive board by McGee kept it alive. Loose on the floor, and Crow Creek is able to pick it up after the turnover. Adams on the left wing to Dog Eagle. She nearly dropped it, but McGee couldn't make the steal. Now it's back out front to Carmen Wells. 3:50 in the first half. Stanley County by 16, looking for their first win over Crow Creek in girls' play since 2009. Out front to Dog Eagle. Left wing Wells, 10 on the timer. They're still taking their time. Wells turn around. Good move down the left lane line. Left it short. Rebound tip came to Brecken Hebner. Everything going SC's way so far. Duffy on left wing. She's got the hot hand, but she hands it here to Kira Briggs, who then traveled. Well, that's 9 turnovers on Stanley County, and that's 7 in the second quarter. However, they're still shooting well, 8 of 14. Crow Creek is 6 of 16. Carmen Wells across the timeline. Now to meet her is Norman. Into the corner, pass back on the right side. It is Adams in the corner. On the baseline, the return pass to her. 15 on the shot clock. Through a double team, brought out to Wells. Wide open. Straight away, long three off the front iron. And Duffy, who seems to be doing everything she can, grabbed the long rebound for Stanley County. Left or right wing, here's a three that's off the glass by Briggs. And Crow Creek wants to run, but Wells threw the pass too far after gaining the rebound, and it's out of bounds to Stanley County after the 7th Crow Creek turnover. As Hoffman is back in, Morgan's back in for Kira Briggs. Stanley County's 5 are Maddie Duffy, Cameron Norman, Morgan Hoffman, Kason McGee, and Brecken Hebner. A little bit of a different look. Again, Corey Gabriel and Cadence Hand, again, not available tonight. Hoffman, bounce to McGee on the baseline. Ooh, may have got away with a walk, missed anyway. Followed by Hebner's good. First two for Brecken Hebner, and the lead is 18 for Stanley County of 31-13, 2:22 in the half. Carmen Wells into the lane, foul before she made a drive. Shot won't count. It is a Stanley County foul, and if it's Morgan Hoffman, yes, that's her second. She has 2 of the Buffalo's 3 fouls. Crow Creek will inbound with 2:20 left in the first half from the left sideline. It's in from Wells to Justine Dog Eagle. Back to Wells, wasn't ready for the pass, and it's picked up by Kason McGee. Down floor to Norman, but her pass is intercepted by Carmen Wells, and Crow Creek has it back. She dropped it, but there to pick it up is Casey Adams. Back to Wells on the left side. She wants a three. This one's off the rim, and Duffy grabs the rebound for Stanley County. Maddie brings it in the left corner to Hoffman. Now back to Norman. Cameron wants a three, but this one's a little strong, and it's rebounded by Dita Drapo for Crow Creek. She's playing with 3 fouls. Mackenzie Squirrelcoat on the bench for Crow Creek with 3. SC by 18, 90 seconds in the half. Good pass, down low, counted with a foul. Wonderful feed from Samantha Seaboy to Casey Adams, who got fouled as she put it in on the left block. That's 8 for Adams, 31-15 Stanley County, and Kate McGee of the bus has her first foul as Ali Juarez and Rachel Runge come back in. Meanwhile, at the line, it's Casey Adams going for her 9th point. With 1:28 in the half, it's good. 31-16, Stanley County by 15. Longest lead, 18. 1:25 and a half against pressure. Hoffman just able to grab that pass. Good play to Norman and into the front court. Cameron back out front to Maddie Duffy, knocked away from behind, but Maddie's able to regain it. Wells nearly had a steal. Left wing to Hoffman. Morgan's in a double team. Comes to the baseline anyway. Bounced, but it was behind Juarez and taken down floor from Dog Eagle to Wells, who has a layup. So 5 in a row for Crow Creek. Cuts the Stanley County to 31-18. 56 seconds in that. Offense in trouble again and lost it. Drapo's able to lay it in. And turnovers help cut in the lead. Now they've turned it over again, but Adams is driving for the shot that did not fall. And Duffy with a rebound and a lot of tees. That means turnovers on this score sheet in the second quarter. And now Crow Creek with a foul as the pass comes down to the baseline. That's going to put Stanley County in the double bonus with 36.1 left in the half. It's the first on Samantha Seaboy of Crow Creek. And Cameron Norman will shoot 2. Big rebounding advantage for Stanley County, by the way, 17-8. Norman hit the first for Stanley County, who brings in Morgan Hoffman for Case and McGee. 36.1 and a half. Stanley County leads Crow Creek 32-20. So that breaks the 7-point run. One more for Norman. That's good, too. Her first two off the bench. 33-20, Stanley County leads Crow Creek. 33 seconds first half. Shot clock and game clock virtually the same. Left wing, Seaboy for an 18-footer left side dog eagle, no good. But Duffy has her fourth rebound of this quarter and sixth of the game. And losing the ball then is McGee. Good steal there by Casey Adams. 10 seconds, shot clock off. Carmen Wells with Crow Creek down 13. Into the lane with a one-hand runner missing, but a foul will put Carmen on the line with 5.1 left in the half. It's on Cameron Norman, and that's her first. Couple of buckets for Wells. She missed a couple of free throws earlier, and she'll have two right here. The first is good as it rolls in. 33-21 for Stanley County. So an 8-2 run for Crow Creek to cut it to what was an 18-point Buffalo lead. Wells will shoot one more. That one is short. McGee, however, could not hang on to the rebound.
Driven by the Office of Highway Safety. 1060 KTFX Pierre. Rebroadcasting on K276GT. 103.1 FM Fort Pierre. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Wells windbound with Crow Creek, having 4.2 on the game clock. Comes into Dog Eagle right alone. Runner at the buzzer is off the rim. And Rachel Runge with a rebound to end what was a terrific first half for the most part for Stanley County. Few too many turnovers that more than they wanted in the second quarter. Otherwise, they played very, very well. They led by as many as 18. They're up by 12 at the half on the Wagner Auto scoreboard at Parkview Auditorium. Stanley County 33, Crow Creek 21. Wagner Auto, South Dakota's oldest auto dealer. We will have our halftime report coming up. Look at the numbers, tell you what else is going on. Update you on Pure Governor Wrestling and tell you what's ahead, too. We'll start our halftime report in 3 minutes from Parkview Auditorium. This is high school basketball. Remember, watch it at the KGFX page. Brought to you by Bauman Lumber, and it's on 1060, 103.1 KGFX.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
Titan Machinery is your go-to Case IH agricultural equipment dealer. Your Highmore, Miller, and Pierre locations have a large selection of new and used ag equipment with access to one of the largest parts and whole goods inventories in the country. Titan Machinery prides itself in providing quality Case IH parts, service, and support to Highmore, Miller, Pierre, and the surrounding communities. Stop by Titan Machinery of Highmore, Miller, and Pierre today. Power and precision to grow.
Do you have a new pair of jeans or a favorite shirt with a small tear or hole? Or your winter coat has a broken zipper? Don't throw them away. Call Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery in Fort Pierre to have your items fixed as good as new. They also provide hemming, other sewing services, as well as custom embroidery for a truly professional look and design. Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery is a proud supporter of all Stanley County school activities and wishes the student athletes the best of luck in the school year.
Every farm is unique, but all farmers have something in common: the desire to maximize their land and improve it for the next generation. You need a cooperative that offers peace of mind. AgTegra Cooperative is an ag partner that shares your values and is part of your community. From agronomy and grain operations to energy and feed, AgTegra will link your farm to the future. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
Stanley County, I'll say it again, it's not over yet, but they have not beaten Crow Creek in girls basketball since 2009, but they're off to quite a start tonight at Parkview Auditorium, leading 33-21, Stanley County on top of Crow Creek at the half. I'm David Burrow, our studio coordinator is Haley Hansen, and live ticket, Brian Menning taking care of the video. First half, it was mostly about Maddie Duffy. She had 21 in the first half of this game. What a big first quarter she had with 3 threes, included in a 13-point quarter, and 8 more in the second. 4 made threes, 6 rebounds, too. Kaysen McGee, 6 points. She had 4 rebounds. 2 points each for Morgan Hoffman, Brecken Huebner, and Cameron Norman. Crow Creek led by the 9 of Casey Adams, 5 for Carmen Wells, Justine Dog Eagle with 3, Dita Drapo with 2, and Mackenzie Squirrelcoat with 2, but each of those players have 3 fouls, and also 3 technical fouls were called in the first half on Crow Creek, 1 on Drapo and a couple on the Crow Creek bench. Stanley County in the first half, great shooting, 9 of 16, the number down because of second quarter turnovers, but still 9 of 16, 56%, 4 and 3s, of course, all those Duffy. Crow Creek, 9 of 24, shooting for 38%, 1 of 8 on threes. Stanley County, 11 of 12 at the foul line in the first half, and all of that was Maddie Duffy. Crow Creek, 2 of 6. A 19-9 rebound advantage for Stanley County. Stanley County did have 14 turnovers, including 12 in the second quarter. Crow Creek with 8. The game was tied once at 2. Stanley County scored the next 7 after that. They have not trailed. They've led by as many as 18. It is a 33-21 halftime lead for Stanley County. With boys action still ahead for you here on KGFX. And on River 92.7, it's Pierre Governor Wrestling, and it's, remember, not only Brandon Valley, but Yankton. And they only had a couple of matches in the girls' duel. Pierre won 1, lost 1, 6-3. Boys 84-0 in a defeat of the Yankton Bucks. And then in girls action in the duel, 30-3, the Governors defeated Brandon Valley. This boys duel, of course, big. You know, Brandon Valley, the 2-time defending Class A boys wrestling state champion, and the Governors haven't lost a duel yet this year, 11-0 with the win earlier this evening, and they're off to a good start in this duel with a 12-0 lead now over Brandon Valley. And again, Brian Oakland has that coverage on River 92.7. And he will be right back at the Riggs High Gym tomorrow night when the Governor boys, coughing off another tough loss. The double overtime loss in Aberdeen on Tuesday night. They're back home to meet O'Gorman, 6:30 tomorrow night on River 92.7. Here on KGFX, we will join you from Sioux Falls as the Pierre Governor girls now at 9-2 after beating Aberdeen at home on Tuesday night. Will look to win at a place where a Pierre Governor girls team has never won, and that is Bishop O'Gorman High School to take on a good Knights team, the defending state champion. One of their great scorers graduated, but they still have Molly Abduch, and they're still very, very good. But the Governor girls are playing confidently. 6:30 tomorrow night here on KGFX for the Governor girls at O'Gorman. Don't forget, we're back here Tuesday, another varsity doubleheader for Stanley County against Todd County at around 5:45. But plenty of action still tonight, including a second half of girls basketball coming up. 21 in the first half for Maddie Duffy has helped Stanley County to a 33-21 lead over Crow Creek, with the second half just ahead of us. We'll take a 1-minute break right here, and then we'll come back with the second half of action from Parkview Auditorium. Stanley County girls over Crow Creek at the half, 33-21. Back in 1 minute. This is high school basketball on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
You know, when you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Dakota Antler is the biggest antler buyer in our region. Tony and Derek pay cash all year long for antlers and horns. Deer, elk, moose, and sheep can be cash in your pocket. They'll come to you, too. Find them on Dakota Antlers LLC or online at dakotaantlers.com. You can also give them a call to set up an appointment. Call Derek at 605-360-3749 or Tony at 605-730-0108. Dakota Antler, a proud supporter of all local athletics and activities.
Second half just ahead here at Parkview Auditorium in Fort Pierre. Can Stanley County keep up? They don't want to keep up what they had a lot of in the second quarter, the turnovers. But through all that, they're still ahead of Crow Creek, 33-21. They did lead by as much as 18. Can Crow Creek slow down Maddie Duffy? So far they have it, a 21-point first half. Can Crow Creek keep their composure? They had 3 technical fouls in the first half. Again, it's been a very long time since a Stanley County girls team beat a Crow Creek girls team. But there's still 16 minutes to play, and there's talent on this team. But both of these teams have been through frustration lately with 4 losses in a row each way. Stanley County at 4-10, standing 6th in the 6A standings. Crow Creek at 5-6 after they started 5-2. They're at number 4 in the seed point standings. And again, we're not all that far from the end of the regular season, which is the 17th of February. That first round regional game's February 21st. It'll be here before you know it. Stanley County with their starting 5 on the floor to start the second half. And that's Maddie Duffy, Morgan Hoffman, Kaysen McGee, Ali Juarez, and Rachel Runge. Renessa Sazu, who had not played yet tonight, is in there now to start the second half for Crow Creek, along with Mackenzie Squirrel Coat, Dita Drapo, Carmen Wells, and also Jamisa St. John, who also had not appeared tonight. Second half throw-in brought to you by Lynn's Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre. But Wells established herself in the front court, stepped in the back court, and Crow Creek turns it over. They don't even have a chance for their first possession. Instead, it's Stanley County. Juarez out front to Morgan Hoffman. Back to Alley on the right wing. Juarez tries to make a drive right baseline. Cut off, hands it for a 3. Duffy, well, this one missed, but the long rebound's right back to her. Her 7th board for a jumper by McGee. And this one misses. Squirrel Coat with a rebound for Crow Creek. Yep. Duffy's human. She missed one. But what a start for her. Pass lost. Oh, dropped by Wells. And picked up by Morgan Hoffman for Stanley County, who drives for a layup. That's too strong. McGee, however, is there for the offensive rebound in a double team, so hands it back for a Runge shot that misses. And Renessa Sazu, big center, 5'11", who didn't play in the first half, now tries a 3. Misses, gain her own rebound. Left wing jumper is missing here by Squirrel Coat. And the rebound, here's another one for Duffy. She's up to 8 rebounds now. Skipping on the left side for Morgan Hoffman. Baseline got blocked by Sazu, and then she takes the rebound. Sazu has 3 rebounds in very short order, and the block shot too. And she walks it across the timeline. Running this offense at 5'11". Right wing to Squirrel Coat. Bring it on the left side. Now down low, Sazu fouled before she made a drive to the goal. Stanley County's foul is on Rachel Runge. That's her first. First foul in either team in the second half, and Crow Creek will inbound. Once down 18, they're within 12. 33-21 SC, a minute 40 gone, second quarter. Bounce to Sazu in the lane. Another bounce pass for Squirrel Coat, who hits from 6 feet. And now the lead for SC is down to 10. 33-23, 6:08 third quarter. This is a 10-2 run by Crow Creek. Hopping out front for Maddie Duffy. Stanley County maybe could use a hoop here. Left wing Juarez. Just over 2 minutes gone on the third. Hand out to Hoffman between the rings. Morgan, guarded by Squirrel Coat, leaves it for Maddie Duffy. 13 on the shot clock for Hoffman. Not ready almost for the pass, but she is able to take it. Lob, that pass is intercepted by Carmen Wells. Driving for a layup, she's fouled. Rachel Runge got back and prevented the layup, but Runge picks up another foul, her second, and Wells will be at the line. And sit tight, folks. This game's far from over. Wells will have 2 free throws. Crow Creek only 2 of 6 at the line in the first half. But before the free throw is taken, the official blows his whistle and says, "I'm not ready." Now they are. First to 2 for Wells. Good. Her 6th point. 33-24. The Stanley County lead is now down to 9 at 5:26 in the third. And Wells will shoot one more, and this one rolls out. Rebounded by Kaysen McGee, who's had a good rebounding game. Left wing, it's Hoffman. They haven't put the 24th point on the board yet, but she did hit the first one. And here is a lob pass that is too far and is intercepted by Dita Drapo. Now they have that point on the board, and Crow Creek's cut this to single digits. Don't go anywhere. Sazu up top, running this offense. Hand it back out to Carmen Wells. Now Sazu on the right wing. Wants a 3. This one's off the glass, and Maddie Duffy grabs another board for SC. Down floor on the right wing to Hoffman. Crow Creek now only 1 of 10 on threes. Long 3 for Duffy, but it didn't fall, and Sazu brings down her 4th rebound of this third quarter. Now on the right wing, handed for Dog Eagle. Left side, this is St. John. Her jumper is off the mark, but it is saved and tipped for a driving layup that missed by Wells. Third chance is also no good for Drapo. And Runge, the rebound, and head coach Keely Braceland didn't like those offensive boards. She wants a full Integra timeout. Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Integra Cooperative today. We'll take 30 here. 4:19 left in the third. It's somewhat of a game again. Stanley County 33, Crow Creek 24. Back in 30 seconds here on KGFX.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Well, all of a sudden, this game is a little bit tighter. Even though there were chances missed down low for Crow Creek on that last possession, Coach Keely Braceland didn't like all those extra opportunities that were being received, so she called a timeout. Now Hoffman wants a left wing 3. Missing. Loose ball battle for the rebound. It's a dual possession, but it'll stay with Stanley County as the arrow points their way. Buffs nearly midway through the third quarter. Haven't scored yet. Lob out front to Duffy. Really tight on her guarding is Squirrel Coat. Jumper from the right side. Hoffman hits from 17. Morgan Hoffman's second bucket. 35-24 Stanley County. They score for the first time in the second half. Up 11 over Crow Creek. Wells on left wing. Faked the 3. Drove to the middle of the lane. Laid it in as it spun around and finally went down. 8 for Wells, 35-26 SC, 3:44 in the third. Pressure broken well. It came to McGee, was fouled hard by Sazu, who does make sure she's all right, but Renessa has her first, and the first team foul of the second half on Stanley County. Kaysen's okay, and she'll have a couple of free throws. High school basketball on KGFX is brought to you by Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, Pierre Regional Airport, and Access Health, Fort Pierre. First free throw, no good. Ali Juarez replaced by Cameron Norman for Stanley County. Justine Dog Eagle and Samantha Seaboy are back into the Crow Creek lineup. SC now 11 of 13 of the line. McGee's the first player other than Duffy to attempt free throws for the Buffs in this game. She's 11 of 12 by herself. Casey Adams is also back in for Crow Creek. One more from Kaysen McGee. She hit it. That's her 7th point. Stanley County leads 36-26, 3:38 in the third quarter. Crow Creek with the freshman, Justine Dog Eagle. Right wing for Samantha Seaboy. Bounce on the right block at Sazu. Backing down and getting fouled. Trying to front her, but fouling her instead for Stanley County was Brecken Heebner. That's her first. It's the third SC team foul. And Sazu, again, did not play in the first half. Neither did St. John. First free throw good here for Sazu for her first point. Down under 10 again. Stanley County leads 36-27. 3:28 in the third. One more, short this time. And Heebner has the rebound for Stanley County. Long down floor to Hoffman as the pressure is broken. She didn't drive. Instead left it with Heebner, who shot from 10 in the lane, missed. Seaboy then grabbed the rebound and was fouled by Heebner, and that's 2 on her quickly. She'll come out in favor of Rachel Runge. 3:16 in the third, and Crow Creek has a chance to cut this to a 7 or 6 point Stanley County lead. Wells across the timeline. It's 9 now, 36-27. Wells, right foul line extended, up top to Sazu. Into the left corner for Dog Eagle. Back to Sazu again, left corner Dog Eagle. Once a three, it rimmed out, but an offensive board by Adams. She then fell to the floor and is tied up, but it'll stay with Crow Creek as the arrow points their way. 3 still not falling for Crow Creek. They're only 1 for 11, shooting 33%. Stanley County shooting is down to 43%. Sazu on left wing. Guarding her is Runge. Tries a jumper that misses, but on the backside, an offensive rebound for Casey Adams, and she is fouled. And Casey will have 2 at the line. After the foul on Kaysen McGee of Stanley County, her first. That's 5 team fouls in this second half already in the Buffs. Adams, who leads Crow Creek in scoring with 9. Kneels down to tie her left sneaker. Now she'll have 2 shots. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dribbles for the junior, and the first is rimming out. Ali Juarez back in for Stanley County. Cameron Norman comes out. He takes a 5 from head coach Keely Braceland. Casey Adams with 1 more to try to cut the SC lead to 8. Long time. She takes most of the 10 seconds and rim this one out too. And Rachel Runge with her 5th rebound of the game for SC. It is on a drive on the baseline. Right side, rolling in for Runge. Good pass from McGee. First 2 points for Rachel. 38-27, Stanley County back to an 11-point lead over Crow Creek. 2:23, third quarter. Renessa Sazu on the right wing for the Crow Creek Chieftains in red as you watch at the KGFX page. Brought to you by Bauman Lumber. Stanley County in white. Sazu uses a Dog Eagle screen, brings it back out front. 15 still to shoot. Drive, left-handed runner in the rain by Sazu. Good for her first field goal. 38-29, SC at 2 minutes in the third. Against pressure, Hoffman finds McGee. Back to Hoffman. Right wing Duffy. Open up. That one got blocked by Wells. And the rebound on a long one is taken in. for a Crow Creek layup. Dog Eagle had the rebound, and Wells was then able to lay it in, and it's 38-31 Stanley County. And as the pressure is broken, Ali Juarez is knocked over and fouled by Crow Creek, by Carmen Wells. That's her third. Second team foul of the second half. She is out, and Dita Drapo's back in for Crow Creek. Jamisa St. John re-enters the Crow Creek lineup too. Right corner, Hoffman. Morgan wants a three. It is off the front rim, but it is Runge to pick up the rebound, and she's fouled. A long rebound right in the middle of the lane is grabbed by Rachel Runge, who then draws Vanessa Sazu's second foul. Third team foul in Crow Creek. 1:32 in the third. Stanley County 38. Crow Creek 31. It is a bounce on the left baseline to Rachel Runge. Bounce it for a jumper by McGee that misses, but Hoffman, good play to tip the rebound to herself. Comes into the lane for McGee, lost the ball, and it ended up being a dual possession, they'll say. They'll say Sazu didn't make the steal, so it will keep it. With Stanley County, Sazu's surprised. She thought she had the steal. Frankly, I thought she did too, but they called the dual possession instead. So Stanley County keeps it. Bounce to Duffy. Out front to Morgan Hoffman. 1:10 in the third quarter. Stanley County up 7. They were up 18 at one point. Duffy. Reverse it left wing to Juarez. Ball fake. Drives baseline. Foul. Knocked over by Sazu. That's 3 on her. Alone in this third quarter. And Ali Juarez will go to the line for 2. Team foul number 4. Juarez, the senior, her first time at the line tonight, looking for her first point of the night with 63 seconds left in this third quarter. No good. Carmen Mackenzie Squirrel Coat back in. Sazu comes to the bench. One more free throw after, again, Trey Krieger says it's my time. Now she'll bounce the ball to Ali Juarez for the second free throw. 1, 2, 3 dribbles. 4 after a spin. 5, 6. Neben on the way. Good. First point for Juarez. SC 39, Crow Creek 31. A minute left in the third quarter of what's become a competitive game again. Justine Dog Eagle for Crow Creek. Right wing for KC Adams. Bounce on the baseline, carried by Jamisa St. John for a Crow Creek turnover. That's their 11th. We said that's the young lady who moved from Florida and has performed well for Crow Creek. Pressure by the Chieftains. He trying to move against it to Duffy. They don't have a lot of time, but they do bring it into the front court. Hoffman on right wing, 41 seconds. Hoffman open for a 3 off the back rim. And then a push foul for rebound position on Crow Creek on Adams. She didn't box out. She pushed instead for her second foul and the 15th foul of the second half on Crow Creek. Stanley County inbounds. Bounce to Duffy in the left wing. Hasn't scored in the half after 21 in the first half. Juarez drive into the lane. Scoops, misses, gained her own board, had it blocked, gained it again, however, and then a foul on Adams again as she's caught hacking. Juarez with some hustle for a couple of rebounds. And it'll end up being free throws. And another technical foul, and head coach Austin Kirky is leaving the floor. He's just been ejected. So that tells you one of the technical fouls in the first half was on him. Or not Austin, one of his assistants, either Jeremy Hislon or Jamie Marks, I'm not sure which. Austin's still there running the team. So Austin's not out, but one of his assistants is. And this is the fourth technical foul has been called on Crow Creek now. But here goes Austin Kirky leaving the floor, too. One of his assistants had to leave, and now Austin Kirky is off the floor. So Stanley County has more technical free throws coming. And the Crow Creek Chieftains have lost their cool again, as they did in a stretch in the first half. Droppo had one of the technical fouls in the first half. So that tells you that Austin Kirky had one. One of those assistants had one. Now each of them apparently has picked up another. Because you get 2 T's, you're out of here. And it's happened to both of them. And a timeout for everyone to cool their heels, although I don't think Crow Creek has. The Chieftains are not happy. Yet they're still right back in this game after once trailing by 18. They did cut the lead down to 7. It's 8 right now for Stanley County at 39-31. But there are more free throws coming for SC with 26.8. We're in a holding pattern here in the last minute of the third quarter. And there are some players from Crow Creek saying, well, what did we do? Well, for the most part, the players haven't done a whole lot, but coaches can't complain so much. Maddie Duffy, who is 11 of 12 at the line tonight, I think she's got 4 shots coming up here. If I'm reading this right. First, good. Her 22nd point in the first of the half. 40-31 Stanley County with 26.8 left in the third quarter. She hit the second. Those are Crow Creek fans that you hear shouting during these free throws. Duffy just keeps hitting them. 42-31. She does have one more. Can she go 4 for 4? Yes. 25 for Duffy, 43-31. The Stanley County lead is now at 12 again. 26.8 left in the third, and it's Buffalo basketball. Which it anyway would have been, but the technicals assured it. McGee will inbound. Meanwhile, the entire Crow Creek boys team is out to watch. And the remaining assistant on the bench still has things to say. That's Jamie Marks. It's Jeremy Hislaw that got ejected. So did Austin Kirky, the head coach. Both gone with 2 technicals each. And a steal. Good play. Taken away from Duffy. A layup for Carmen Wells for Crow Creek. And they cut the Stanley County lead to 10 at 43-33. 13 seconds in the third quarter. Playing it is Ali Juarez as the crowd gets louder again. Baseline, Hoffman with a jumper, rolled off the rim and reaching for a rebound, but committing a foul instead is Rachel Runge of Stanley County. That's her third. And that is the 16th foul NSC, 5.4 left in the third quarter. It's inbounded to Wells, cross the timeline with 3 with 2. Left wing long jumper off the rim on a 3 by Dog Eagle at the end of the third quarter. The lead is 10 for Stanley County, but what will the fourth quarter bring? At the end of 3 on the Wagner Auto scoreboard, Stanley County 43, Crow Creek 33. Wagner Auto, the one place to go. We return with the fourth quarter in 1 minute on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierce, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
can bring you the rest of this one uninterrupted, and I'll be very curious to see how this fourth quarter goes. Stanley County starts it with a 10-point lead over Crow Creek, and it's Chieftains basketball. Wells runs the offense. So the bucket to your right as you watch at the KGFX page. 3 is on the way by Droppo, and it's missing. And Maddie Duffy, who is the star of this game so far, grabs another rebound. That is her 9th. She also has 25 points, has the ball now in left wing to Morgan Hoffman. Morgan wants a 3, but it's too long. And it's run down on the baseline by Casey Adams for Crow Creek. Only 2 field goals in the third quarter for Stanley County, and now Crow Creek wants an Agtegra timeout, a full timeout, and we'll keep it here on radio with 7:21 left in the fourth. Stanley County leading Crow Creek 43-33. Agtegra brings you our timeouts. Acres ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Agtegra cooperative today. Well, a bit of a strange one here at Parkview Auditorium. More technical fouls than I think I've ever seen in a high school basketball game. Crow Creek's had 5 and seen both head coach Austin Kirky and assistant Jeremy Hisloff thrown out of the game. Didi Droppo also had 1. Both of these teams are trying to break 4-game losing streaks. Stanley County is at 4-10. Crow Creek is at 5-6. They're down to 2 timeouts left now. They'll have it and bring out Renessa Sazu, along with Jamisa St. John, Casey Adams, Justine Dog-Eagle, and Carmen Wells. Dog-Eagle on right wing up top to Wells. Guarded by Hoffman. For a right wing, Adams 3 off the brace of the rim. Maddie Duffy now has a double-double. 25 points. That rebound was her 10th. Hoffman on right wing to Duffy again. Lob it in the left side. It is Juarez standing in the arc. Missed the jumper. Hoffman, the offensive board, scores. Nobody boxed out Hoffman. She was alone on the right baseline. She has 6. 45-33. Stanley County by 12. Still 6:44 left. Wells with a good drive from the right baseline, but it rimmed out. Tough break. Morgan Hoffman, the rebound. Just slightly too hard. Juarez with a bounce. Came right. Foul line extended to McGee. Bouncing on the right wing, Morgan Hoffman. 16-footer is good. Morgan Hoffman is up to 8, and the Stanley County lead is back up to 14. 47-33. Still 6:20 to go, but Crow Creek's got to get with it here and stay composed. Bounce on the right baseline. Left wing, it is a 3. It's good. Justine Dog-Eagle has her second of the game. She has both of the made 3s for Crow Creek. 47-36 Stanley County. Pressure almost forces a steal, but instead, Casey Adams is called for the foul. That's her 3rd. And that's team foul. Nope, excuse me. It's Case and McGee of Stanley County that is called for the foul. So the steal did happen. Pardon me. It is Adams, not with the foul, but with a 1-1 as it's team foul number 7, but it missed. But the offensive board is put up and in with a foul by Renessa Sazu. After another rebound for her, she scores, makes it 47-38 Stanley County, and draws Brecken Hebner's 3rd foul. Sazu looks for a 6th point to cut the SC lead to 8. It's good. 47-39 Stanley County. 5:57 left fourth quarter. Duffy passes to Juarez over the pressure and in the front court. Still double team, lost the dribble, but finds McGee. Right baseline, Hoffman drive, scores. Morgan Hoffman with 6 in this fourth quarter and 10 for the game. 49-39 Stanley County, 5:40 to play. Sazu handed it off to Carmen Wells for Crow Creek. Down 10. A left wing 3 by St. John is a little short. Yet another. Maddie Duffy rebound, and she draws a foul. Maddie Duffy may have never had a better game. 4th foul here on Mackenzie Squirrel Coat of Crow Creek, and team foul number 7 to put Stanley County into the bonus for the rest of this game. Both teams in the bonus. Yeah, Squirrel Coat is going to come out with that 4th foul. Who will come in? It'll be Justine Dog Eagle to replace her. Duffy with a 1-and-1. She's good. She keeps hitting him from the line. She is 14 of 15. Stanley County is now 18 of 21, and they lead 50-39 with 5:29 left in the 4th. One more for Maddie. Rimmed out. Sazu. Vanessa Sazu grabs the rebound for Crow Creek. SC by 11. Crow Creek with it. Wells, right wing for St. John. To Zazu. Using a screen. Long 3 for Renessa is off the rim and short, but the rebound is run down by Justine Dog Eagle. And Crow Creek wants their next to last timeout with 5:09 remaining. An Actegra timeout. Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Actegra cooperative today. By the way, updating that wrestling duel, Brandon Valley has come back. Well, they are the 2-time defending Class A boys champs. The Governors appear at a 12-0 lead, but Brandon Valley's come back and now taken a 28-12 lead over Pierre. Brian Oakland has coverage of that duel on River 92.7. Pierre trying to stay unbeaten in duels after beating Yankton earlier tonight. They're 11-0 in duels this year. Well, the next to last time out for Crow Creek, and again it is assistant Jamie Marks leading the team as both head coach Austin Kirky and assistant Jeremy Hislaw were ejected with 2 technical fouls each. 4 of the 5, that is, that Crow Creek have had tonight. Justine Dog Eagle will inbound front court. 5:09 left. Crow Creek with the ball. Stanley County with the lead, 50-39. What a night for Maddie Duffy. She has 26 points and 12 rebounds. Right corner, it is a 3 by Dog Eagle that missed everything. And Brecken Hebner has the Stanley County rebound. Into the front court. Oh, and a pass by Hoffman too hard and off the hand of Duffy and out of bounds. That's the 19th turnover on Stanley County. It was a big rebounding advantage, 38-25. SC shooting 39%. They've had a rough shooting second half, yet they lead by 11. Sazu for Crow Creek, up top for Dog Eagle. Right wing for Jamisa St. John. To Sazu in the right block. Drives and scores over Hebner. Sazu has 8. 50-41 Stanley County. 4:35 remaining. Hoffman down the right alley. Morgan with a lob. Into the lane, it is McGee, left wing, Hoffman. A 3 is off the rim. Long rebound, Hoffman ran it down. Outside the arc on the right side of the floor, the other side from which she shot. Duffy down the left lane line. Is tripped. If it's Renessa Sazu, it's her 4th foul. Let's see. Nope, but it is the 4th foul on Casey Adams of Crow Creek. And Duffy back to the line where she's 14 of 16. Another 1-and-1. Good. 27 for Maddie. 51-41 Stanley County over Crow Creek. 4:16 left. Now in Lumber, a player of the game in our family dinner with Pierre and Gettysburg post game. It's good. Hint, hint. 52-41 Stanley County. Duffy with 28. Crow Creek with the ball, trailing 11, 4:10 left. Ball lost by Wells, but that's because she was grabbed by Stanley County's Morgan Hoffman. That's her 3rd, and that's team foul number 9. So here comes the last 1-and-1 for Crow Creek, and it's for Carmen Wells, who scored 7 in the 3rd quarter and has 12 for the game. There's still 4:08 to go, so A, we're going to be here for a bit, and B, this game is not anywhere close to being decided. Wells at the front end of the 1-and-1 for a 13th point. She leads Crow Creek. 52-42, Stanley County by 10, 4:08 left. It's tied once at 2, but Stanley County's never trailed. Second one off the front rim and in. 14th Wells point. 52-43 Stanley County leads over Crow Creek. 4:03 left against pressure. McGee across the timeline. Bounce it on the baseline. Back to McGee for a 17-footer. Too hard. It's spun out of the rim. Rebounded by Justine Dog Eagle. Crow Creek within 9. And now it's turned over by St. John. Put her hand under the basketball. 12th turnover on Crow Creek. Stanley County will inbound, but in the backcourt, so they'll have to face some pressure again. They're running a stack here. Stanley County is in the backcourt. And a bounce to Hoffman. It worked. She comes to the baseline, drives, hits it. Hoffman has an 8-point fourth quarter and 12 for the game. 54-43. Stanley County again, 11. Hoffman trying to make a steal, but Wells keeps it for Crow Creek. 3:35 left as the drive is good for Wells. A nice up and under. 16-4, 54-45 Stanley County, 3:25 left. Hoffman, left baseline, drives again, fouled by Sazu. That is her fourth. So 3 Crow Creek players now have 4 fouls. Casey Adams and Mackenzie Squirrel Coat each with 4. That's team foul number 9. But 2 shots here for Morgan Hoffman, deemed to be in the act of shooting. She hasn't been to the line yet tonight. She has 2 here. The first is no good. Still, Stanley County's 20 of 25 at the line. Cameron Norman back in for Stanley County. Casey Adams is back in for Crow Creek. 3:21 still to play and a lot to be decided maybe, even though Stanley County's up at the moment 9, 54-45. Morgan Hoffman is one more. Back rim and long, but Huebner rebounds and keeps it alive for SC. Huebner takes the return pass. Now on the right wing, Duffy a 3, but it is short. And to the floor comes a Crow Creek player and a travel. Adams grabbed the rebound, but immediately went to the floor, and that's a turnover. And SC will have it back with 3:09 left, and up and down. Oh, came Huebner. Good defense there by Sazu. Of course, Huebner to go up with the ball, and she didn't do anything with it and came back to the floor. That's a violation, and that's the 20th turnover on Stanley County. Wells for Crow Creek. She has the hot hand right now. Missed on the baseline. Sazu follows and scores. She has 10. 54-47 for Stanley County over Crow Creek. Still 2:50 left in the fourth. Duffy down the left alley and into the front court. Pass didn't make it to Hoffman. Foul instead. Oh. Carmels can't believe it, but the foul is called on her, and that is her fourth. The Crow Creek fans can't believe it either. But it's team foul number 10, so it's the double bonus for Morgan Hoffman. 2:47 to play. Crow Creek, remember, has only one timeout to use. First free throw. Hoffman misses. Cameron Norman out. Rachel Runge in. Brecken Huebner out. Ali Juarez in for Stanley County. One more for Hoffman to try to increase the Buffalo lead to 8. 2:47 left. On the way and missing again, and Sazu has the rebound. Crow Creek is still in it, no doubt. 2:40 left. 54-47 SC. Sazu up top, wants a 3. This one's too long. Long rebound. Hoffman able to keep it alive for a moment, and then it is stolen away, and then the Crow Creek calls their last time out as Casey Adams hit the floor with a rebound. Assistant head coach Janie Marks kept the possession, but now Burns, Crow Creek's last Agtegra, timeout. Acres ahead to maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Agtegra cooperative today. So this is still in contention. 54-47 Stanley County does lead. 2:29 still left in the fourth quarter. Let's take a breath and take a brief break.
Driven by the Office of Highway Safety. 1060 KTFX Pierre. Rebroadcasting on K276GT. 103.1 FM Fort Pierre. If you drink, don't drive.
Let's reset things while we have a moment. The score That's the most important thing. 54-47 Stanley County, 2:29 left. 10 team fouls on Crow Creek, so Stanley County's in the double bonus. It's 9 team fouls on Stanley County, so the next common foul will put Crow Creek in the double bonus. Again, that was Crow Creek's last time out. Stanley County still has 4. If the possession arrow is needed, it points to Stanley County. It is Crow Creek's ball after that good rebound by Casey Adams with 2:29 left. In front of the bench, Wells will inbound to Mary Dion, who's entered the game for the first time. Back to Wells. Stolen! Morgan Hoffman made a big steal for Stanley County. 2:18 left. Duffy on the left wing. It is Hoffman on the baseline. Makes a drive, left it short. Sazu with a rebound, then long down floor for a Wells layup. 18 for Wells, 54-49. The Stanley County lead down to 5, and then it's lost out of bounds by Hoffman. And Crow Creek has it back with 2 minutes left in regulation. Stanley County once led by 18. They've led in this fourth quarter by 13. And now the lead is down to 5. Crow Creek trying to fight their way back. Wells on right wing. She's had the hot hand in this fourth quarter. Left side. A 3 is too strong by Dion. Ali Juarez with a big Stanley County rebound. Only 2 of 18 on 3-pointers in this game for Crow Creek. Duffy across the timeline. 1:40 left in the fourth. Stanley County clinging now to a 5-point lead. Hoffman, left wing. Bounce it down, Ali Juarez. Allie starts a dribble. Handed for Duffy, but she is fouled. Oh, if it's Wells, that's the end of her night. It is. Carmen Wells has fouled out with 1:31 left, and they've been going to her. Crow Creek had throughout this fourth quarter. But now her game ends with her 5th foul. Mackenzie Squirrel Coat back in, and 2 big free throws here, double bonus. Ali Juarez at the line for Stanley County. They're up 5, 54-49, 91 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's good. 55-49 Stanley County, who's 21 of 29 at the line. Second point for Juarez. They've both been at the line. Alejandra will shoot one more. Bends the left knee. 3-4 dribbles. Bends both knees. Fires and hits. 56-49 Stanley County. Jamisa St. John back into the Crow Creek lineup, replacing Mary Dion. Again, a Stanley County girls team has not beaten a Crow Creek girls team since 2009. 1:27 left. Crow Creek's down 7. Pass to the left post. Drive by Sazu. Misses. Rebound Duffy. Another one for Maddie, her 13th of the game. Into the front court, but the pass too far and intercepted. Sazu comes to the right block and drew a foul on Duffy. That's Maddie's first, but that's team foul number 10. That means 2 free throws for Sazu with 1:10 left in the fourth quarter. And we still have boys action to go tonight. It'll be hard to top this. 2 free throws for Sazu, and she hit the first. 56-50. The Stanley County lead is 6. 1:10 left. Crow Creek and Stanley County both trying to stop 4-game losing streaks. Second free throw is good. 56-51. Nearly a steal in the inbound, but it came to Hoffman and makes her way into the front court past Adams. To the baseline. 1:03 to go. Big possession here. It is Juarez. Ball fake to the right baseline. Drive fouled. Ali just went into a double team and hoped she would be contacted, and she was. The 5th on Renessa Sazu, who gave Crow Creek a spark coming in to play for the first time in this game in the second half, but she's the second Chieftain to foul out. Drapo's back in 4, and Juarez, who just hit 2 big free throws a moment ago, is back there again with 57.1 left, 56-51. Stanley County. First of two for Alley is good. 57-51 Stanley County, who's 23 of 31 at the foul line. The senior will have another. Stanley County without two of its regulars, trying to stop their 4-game losing streak. 3-4 dribbles, 5-6, bend to both knees. Hit it again. 5 for Juarez, all at the line. 58-51 Stanley County, 54 seconds left. Left wing at St. John for Crow Creek. Other side of the floor, here's a drive by Adams. She walked. Casey Adams took the extra step. 15th Crow Creek turnover. 47.2 left. Stanley County by 7. It's into Juarez. Crow Creek's got a foul now. 43 seconds left. Instead, the ball's thrown away. Crow Creek didn't have to foul. And then knocked out of bounds. And a nice play on the baseline by Kason McGee to prevent a layup. It'll stay with Crow Creek. 36.6 seconds to play. Oh, went off the hand of Droppo. She's able to run it down near the timeline, then knocked into the backcourt by Duffy. But Maddie also with a foul that Stanley County didn't need. Her second stops that clock with 31.7 to go. Who's on the line? It's Casey Adams for two. 58-51. Stanley County up by 7 over Crow Creek and trying to hang on in a most contentious game at Parkview. Double bonus both ways, so it's 2 shots. First for Adams. Off the rim. Crow Creek is 9 of 19 at the line. Dee Droppo out. Mary Dion in for defense for Crow Creek. 31.7 to go. One more for Adams. Best she can do is cut it to a 6-point SC lead. On the way, on the board. 58-52 Stanley County. 30 seconds to go. Duffy still in the backcourt. Another big possession for SC. Just hang on to the ball is what they need to do now, and they know it. It's to McGee. She nearly lost it. She's able to pick it up in the corner, but she's lost a dribble, and seeing that, head coach Keely Braceland wants a 30-second Integra timeout. With 18.8 left, Stanley County leading 56-52. We'll keep it here again. Acres ahead. Can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Integra cooperative today. Now the Stanley County boys have come out to watch the end of this one too. The Crow Creek players have been standing just beyond the baseline most of this fourth quarter. 18.8 to go, and now it's up to Stanley County just to get fouled and keep making their free throws, where they're 24-32 tonight. And our Family Dental up here in Gettysburg postgame will have our Bauman Lumber player of the game. McGee will inbound. She'll be guarded tightly, of course. St. John is over there to do so. It's near the left corner. It's bounced into Hoffman. They can just wait to be fouled. Crow Creek must foul. Dion does with 15.1 left. And it's Hoffman who has missed all 4 tries she's had at the line tonight, and they've all been in the fourth quarter. But even one here would do Stanley County a world of good. They're up 6. First to 2. Missed. Still 58-52. Again, just one here for Hoffman would make it a 2-possession lead for SC. 2-3 dribbles for the sophomore. It's on the way. She hit this one, and that's big for Stanley County. 59-52, they lead over Crow Creek. 15 seconds left. It is Dog Eagle. Bring it on the right side to St. John. Right wing Squirrel Cook. They got to put it up. 3 by St. John is off the glass. Hoffman the rebound, and that ought to do it. She's fouled with 2.6 left. And Stanley County is going to do something that has not happened in a very, very long time. The foul is on Dog Eagle, her first. But there's nothing Crow Creek can do now. Hoffman will have a couple more free throws, but Stanley County is going to break this 4-game losing streak without 2 of their regulars. Pretty good win for Keeley Braceland's team. First one's good. 14 for Hoffman. 60-52 Stanley County over Crow Creek with 2.6 left. Hoffman will shoot one more. It's off the rim, and it is rebounded for a heave that is short by Crow Creek. And for the first time since 2009, Stanley County has beaten Crow Creek in girls basketball. The final score at Parkview Auditorium, the Stanley County Buffaloes 60, the Crow Creek Chieftains 52. Stanley County breaks their 4-game losing streak and improves to 5-10. Crow Creek's losing streak is now at 5. The Chieftains are 5-7. Stanley County started the night, remember, 6th in the region standings, so we'll see where they stand after this one. Stay tuned for a very brief Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg post-game show. We'll name our Bauman Lumber player of the game. We'll start that post-game in 1 minute from Parkview Auditorium here on 1060 103.1 KGFX.